What's up, guys? Welcome or welcome back. It's me, Roshana, and I'm back with another one. So, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, y'all? I hope everybody is doing well. I know y'all doing well because you're here, listening to your girl. Peek this though. I don't know if you guys caught the interview last week between Miss Ayana Miss Ayana Vanzant and Ebony K. Williams. The interview has now gone viral, all because of one thing. A statement that was made, a comment that was made by Miss Ebony K. Williams when asked the question from Miss Ayana Vanzant. Ayana asked Ebony, would she date a bus driver? First of all, that question came out of midair, and then after she responded with, only if he owns the bus. So now that has went viral. Everyone is up in an uproar, got their panties in a bunch because this lady has a preference as to who she dates. Even Miss Ayana stated that that's not cool because she herself would date a bus driver. Okay, we know you would, sister. You getting on up there. It's time for you to get a granddaddy or a bus driver. But not to down talk anybody's job. But as a woman of Ebony K. Williams' statue, I wouldn't expect her to be looking forward to dating a bus driver. She is a lawyer. So why do we expect, or y'all expect her to date down? Why would you even ask her a question as to would she date a bus driver? Why didn't you give her any other options, as far as when it comes to her dating life? Okay, that was the first thing that tripped me out. And also, I don't know if y'all know Ebony K, but she was one of the ladies back on the Housewives. Was it the Real Housewives of New York? Don't quote me on there, but I think that was the one. I don't watch so many Housewives. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, let's check out the interview between her and Miss Ayana Vanzant and Ebony K. Williams, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
To the logistics, though. Let's get to the logistics. We know that black women are earning college degrees faster than anybody else. Many of us are doing like we're doing, Ayana. We're getting those terminal degrees, those JDs, MD, PhDs. We also are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs, along with Latina women in America. Pew Research said that women are now out-earning men yes, in 22 of the largest cities in America, including where I live, New York, D.C., L.A., you name it. When we talk, and I know that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man, so I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Okay, y'all, let's just stop for 1 minute and let's take a moment and just think about this. First of all, Ebony asked her, Miss Ayana, a decent question that deserved a decent answer. You know what I'm saying? But instead of Miss Ayana giving Ebony the answer to the question, she asked her, how do we as women adjust our energy as women when it comes to dating? Because Miss Ayana has stated previously that us women are living in our masculine energy, and we should allow the men to be men and do blah, blah, blah. And Ebony is saying men are not leading. So instead of Miss Ayana answering the question, she answered her question with a question. And this is what she had to say. I just wanted to add one little sidebar about us women living in our masculine energy, as if this is something that we just chose to do. I think this is something that was forced upon us when men stopped choosing to want to lead, when men stopped choosing to want to be the provider and protector of the homes. That is a position we were forced in. It wasn't something that we just chose to do.
Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
If
a
he
bus
owns
driver?
the bus, if he owns
No.
it, if he owns the bus,
See, that's a
Iyanla.
problem. That's a problem. That's a problem
Okay.
because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. I can build with a bus driver. I'd have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I could build with a bus driver. So I think some of the criteria that we look for in the reality of today keeps us unhappy, keeps us angry, keeps us imbalance. And then when the men show up, we want to beat them up because they're not living up to our standards and criteria. And it's not working, beloved. It's just not working. So it's not that it's bad or wrong, it's obsolete. It's obsolete. We have to come up with a new way of being. I don't believe in carrying a man. A man has to do for himself.
So let's tell the truth and shame the devil. We know what you got in that prenup it would never be little. It'll never be small, child. That's a big old mound of assets. But
Okay, my people. Now that we heard what Miss Ayana has to say, I'm like, okay, that's your preference. And Miss Ebony Williams has her preference. If you choose to date a bus driver, that is your preference. But this lady feels like she would date the owner of the bus. And I'm not mad at her for saying that. That is her preference. What gives other people the right to make those decisions for people? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get where all the backlash is coming from. First of all, she asked the doctor a question, and her question was answered with a question. So she never answered the question. Okay, my thing is, other races date up all the time. But why is it a problem when a black woman decides that she wants to date up and that she don't want to belittle herself or help build somebody else up? She wants somebody to meet her where she's at or above. Like, what's wrong with a woman wanting to someone that already has their stuff together? Why do we always have to clean somebody up, dust them off, and get them together only for them to leave us for somebody else who has less of value than us? When I say value, when I say value, I mean who hadn't accomplished as much as us, who had been there through the rough times with you or whatnot. We always got to do that struggle love shit. No, we want to be with somebody who can meet us where we at or above. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see. Like I said, other races do it all the time and they're not frowned upon. But it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. But anyway, y'all, let's check out the interview after. Like I said, after her receiving all this backlash from several other people, she then went on Guru and tried to make a statement or so, and people were saying she was doubling down on what she had to say. So then she went on The Breakfast Club to try to clear up things even further. And this is the interview. And after this interview, I'll come back with my commentary, or maybe in between I'll come stopping and give you my commentary. So let's see what they had to say on The Breakfast Club. And there go DJ Envy, and with that narcissist shit that he always pulls. He always with womanizing women. He be on that guilt trip. I don't like the way he tried to down talk on women or whatnot. I don't like it. To me, he just seemed overly upset. Why you so mad, bro? What's your real issue? Do you just have an issue with women? There you have it. This is what has caused the internet to be in a uproar, because one lady says that a prominent, successful lawyer who said that she choose not to date a bus driver, and it caused this big uproar, and everybody had their opinion as to how she should do it or what she should do and why. Yeah. We need to learn to mind our own freaking business. You can't nobody tell you who to date, and you can't tell nobody else to date. Learn is mind your own business. That's her preference. That's her business. DJ Envy, he is some type of male chauvinist narcissist that always try to overpower women and downplay women. You know, Charlamagne be on that same old BS. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Do you think she have the right to deserve to date who she want to date? I don't think she was trying to downplay or down talk anybody by saying that she would date the owner of the bus. And I'm not upset with her about that. You go get that damn bus driver if that's what you want to do. That ain't what she want to do. That's her business. Although, y'all, I do think this was a two-sided conversation. When I don't mean two-sided conversation. I believe it was two different conversations. One kind of about a successful black woman expecting to date down, and two about men not wanting to lead and women not feeling protected and feeling provided for by a man. So that's just that on that. It is what it is. Let me know your thoughts and comments down in the comment section down below. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up the video, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers. I told you guys this once before, y'all. So I plan on uploading every day until my anniversary date, which is May 25th. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next upload. Make sure y'all love on somebody today. Be blessed, and I holla.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.